Hi Stampers, this is Amy Whalen with Amy's Inklings, and today I want to show you how to color your rubber stamp with our Stampin' Right markers in order to get a multicolored image when you stamp. So to save a little bit of time, I've already done the black, the words thank you in black, but I'll do the rest while I'm filming. Alright, our markers, let me start with Cherry Cobbler. Our markers have a brush tip and a fine tip. We're using the brush tip. And you simply just color the rubber of your stamp. Now I'm going to do some Cherry Cobbler flowers. I'm going to do some Marina Mist. And then I'll color the foliage with my Wild Wasabi Stampin' Right marker. Now as you're coloring, the ink will in fact dry, and so we're going to remoisten it by huffing on it in just a moment. So let me go ahead and finish coloring the flowers. As you can tell, I'm being very careful. I'm keeping the stems blank or void of ink so that I can color them later with the Wild Wasabi. So it just takes a little bit of time, especially if you have a detailed stamp like this. But it also, because the stamp is so detailed, it's also a good choice or a good image to use if you want to use this method of inking. Now our Stampin' Right markers are water-based, and that is how you are able to use this way, because again the ink is going to dry on the rubber as I'm coloring the other colors, but I'm going to remoisten them. If you were to do this, say, with permanent markers like Sharpies or something of that nature, you can't remoisten that with your breath by huffing, but you can with Stampin' Up's Stampin' Right markers because they are in fact water-based. Alright, so the whole thing is colored. I've got a bit of Whisper White cardstock, and again what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this up to my mouth and I'm going to breathe on it as if I am trying to fog up a window. That's what I'm referring to as huffing. It'll remoisten the ink for you to be able to stamp it here. I'm going to hold it a little extra longer than usual, and there you have it. Isn't that beautiful? I kind of like the look of this. It looks a little vintage, kind of faded, and I actually like that. Now when I did my card, I did in fact want the colors to pop some more. So after I punched out the image with my 2.5-inch circle punch, I then smushed the whole thing, the whole circle, into my Versamark pad. Just turned it over and smush, 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 sprinkled it with clear embossing powder, and then heated it, because when you heat emboss anything with the clear embossing powder, it just makes the colors pop more. So that's the difference between the two. So I hope that helps. Give it a try. And by the way, our markers, some of them you can purchase individually, but the majority of them you have to purchase as a family. So you can purchase all the Bold Brights together or all the Soft Subtles together. You can also purchase all the in colors together, so that would be 5 in a set. And of course the Mama Jamba version of our markers, which is what I did when I signed up, is our Stampin' Right kit. It has all of the markers in them in this kit with the exception of the in colors. And the reason I purchased this very first on when I signed up with Stampin' Up is because I knew that I would add to my ink pad inventory slowly, and with all of the markers in this marvelous marker kit, I had all the ink colors that Stampin' Up offers so that I could stamp even without the pad. I hope that helps. Thanks so much for checking in with Amy's Inklings. I do hope that you'll check in again. Have a great day.